Layoffs, mandatory furloughs, hiring freezes, it could all happen at the local level.
Virginia Beach city leaders say that could be the result of sequestration. 10 on your side's Jason Marks just got back from tonight's council meeting and has a specific timeline on what could happen and when. Jason?
Nicole, city officials don't know yet where the cuts are going to happen, but they know that certain areas will lose some money because of federal funding. Now, for city officials, they're preparing a budget as if sequestration isn't here, but they're also preparing for the worst.
As the sailors at NAS Oceana prepare for what lies ahead with sequestration.
This is our 5th day since sequestration happened, so effects are starting to very slowly trickle in.
So do Virginia Beach City Council members. They want to know exactly what the city's facing.
To sit back and tell you that it hadn't been hugely on my mind, I'd be lying. It's hugely on my mind.
Officials say sequestration could cause Virginia Beach to lose more than 5,100 jobs, most of those Department of Defense related. Spending in the city would go down.
So some of the impacts will hit this year's budget. Some of them may carry over into next year's budget.
The city's marking 3 days on the calendar and what to do if sequestration is still in place, beginning with July 1st, just after this year's budget ends. If the federal government can't come up with a solution, including a new budget of its own, city officials could be forced to freeze all new positions, freeze training and travel, freeze new construction and road maintenance, and delay city employees' pay increases for 6 months. If nothing changes by September 30th, the situation becomes more dire. All non-sworn positions will be frozen. Departments will be asked to cut 5% of discretionary spending, and the school system will be prepared to cut its budget. Zip ahead to December 31st, which is worst-case scenario. All city employees will have mandatory 3 unpaid furlough days. That would save the city $4 million. Officials would also be forced to look at potential layoffs.
That's worst case scenario. Ask me if I believe that'll happen. No, I don't.
Now, the mayor also said the city has to find new sources of revenue that don't rely so much on the military. In the meantime, the city's putting almost $9 million into a fund that would be used for sequestration impacts. Jason Marks, 10 on your side.